What up, everyone? Got another short video today. Just talking about the concept of asking for a gig. Should I ask for a gig? Will that improve my chances? And just a little bit about my thoughts and my experiences. So, I had a very strict rule for probably the first 3 or 4 years that I DJ'd that I would just never ask for a gig. It was just the way that I started is that I booked myself for all my first gigs. It was instilled very quickly and really emphasized by my mentor, DJ Law, who really got me into this whole thing and taught me how to promote that. You are responsible for the gigs that you play. So, aligning with one particular group or putting all of your, responsibility of you playing out into someone else's hands is just a fundamental flaw in my approach and making sure that you are in control of your own success. But when it comes to asking for gigs, it just never felt right. And I would say that in my entire lifetime, I've maybe asked, like straight up asked to play 5 gigs, and I don't think I've gotten any of them. And it's not because I asked, but I think that asking for a gig um, comes from just a general misunderstanding of how promoting works and how people get booked. So basically, when you're promoting, the number one most important thing you need to do is find the venue. Once you find the venue, everything else kind of can fall into place after that. You know how many people can fit there. You kind of know what the space is going for. You can fill in all the acts, etc. But having the venue is pretty much the number one thing. And then the number two thing is who's gonna play. And so by the time that a show is even announced or even hear about a show going on, those decisions have already been made. Like if you are only hearing about the show because it's being announced or through word of mouth, chances are that you're not even in the discussion. So of someone that's you're not in the discussion of people being considered to play. And so what it really comes down to is that how do you get into that discussion, right? And it doesn't come from asking. It comes from really where do you spend your time and where do you spend your energy and where do you make yourself seen and how do you contribute. So I see finding gigs and DJing is not really like going out and throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. It really takes a conscious effort to go and make yourself visible to a promoter you want to work for or a group of friends or maybe a particular venue. um, Although I tend to say that aligning with a particular promoter group is probably in general a better idea than a venue because venues change, people change, but a lot of the times groups of people, uh, like here, I'll give a good example like Uniting Souls. They've been around for how long? 20 years. If you look at a certain group or a label or a production company that operates in multiple venues, then that's something that can be more long lasting, kind of has a sturdier core. And then you can find, a more group of friends that doesn't, end up rotating as often as venues do go out of business or rotate management or whatever. So when it comes to asking for gigs, I don't think that it's really an effective strategy or something that will lead to success or more bookings because I think it just comes from a fundamental misunderstanding of how people get selected to play and how to get involved with certain groups. So I would just say that make a conscious decision, look around and see who's doing stuff that you like. Where do you end up finding yourself going out most often, or what people do you like associating with, who carries those core values that you really vibe with and want to carry into your future. And then don't go at it from a I want to play perspective. Go at it from I want to get to know you. I want to get to know these people. When you go out to their events or just talk to them online, show them that you're interested. Show them that you like what they're doing. Tell them why you like what they're doing and see how you can contribute. That's where you really, have to be creative and figure out, what's your skill set? What are you good at? And then how can you apply those things to help improve whatever scene or whatever group you are trying to get in with. So anyways, short video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and thanks for watching.